So, you're a little slow. That's okay though. Baby Bonez will get you all sorted out. Me and my gigantic brain have pinpointed some key areas that are easy to improve and some that aren't, that will take your game up a level. Oh my god, this is gonna be a lot. So, let's hop into it. When we talk about speed, it all comes down to momentum, how to build it, how to keep it, and how to use it. Building momentum is all about getting up to supersonic as fast as possible. And to do this, you want to combine your flips with boost, obviously. But there are a couple of key aspects that aren't apparent at first glance. The first key is boost usage during flips. If you're doing a front flip or a diagonal flip, you can boost through the first quarter to get back to the ground faster. Or if you're doing a speed flip, wave dash, or side flip, you can just boost throughout the entirety. A lot of players just stop boosting when they flip for some reason, and they lose a lot of speed because of it. Additionally, you should wait until you have a little momentum before flipping. So boost a little bit before you flip, or wait until you grab a boost pad before flipping, or wave dash to get a little momentum going. It's also the same with half flips, by the way. Get moving before you flip. If you're completely still, a flip doesn't really do much to your speed. Another weird mistake I see a lot of low rank players making is double tapping jump slowly. They look like this and not like this. You should double tap jump as fast as possible. You get back to the ground faster so you can flip again or position for a ball faster. It just makes it faster. Just double tap jump as fast as y'all hit that like and subscribe button and you'll be vibing. Speaking of flipping, it is important to know what flip should be used where. I have a full video on this, so click the card up in the top right corner, after this video of course, but generally speaking, if you have the time and space, then use a speed flip. If you can't speed flip, a side flip is still solid. Of course, a front flip or diagonal flip can be used well if you don't need much to get to supersonic, but that is the general pecking order. Which brings me to wave dashes, and I feel like a lot of lower ranks don't really understand wave dashes. First off, wave dashes are slower than normal flips. Like, you have to wait until you get back to the ground to gain speed. That's why you really only see people using them off and on walls, because you can make contact with the surface faster, mitigating that wait time. Which is a great start, but it misses a lot of the potential of wave dashes. The amazing aspect of wave dashes is that they take almost zero distance and time to be performed, which means you can speed up and keep possession of the ball. Maybe this is tapping the ball and then wave dashing, or a dribble wave dash. Wherever you choose to implement them, faster possession play is vitally important as you climb the ranked ladder. Mess around with all of what I just said in free play and you'll figure out how to incorporate it into your game. I also like to train my speed by chasing the ball around in free play as fast as possible. So try some of this out while doing this chasing drill. Alright, now you're up to speed, but what if you get bumped, or you're falling out of the air, or have to make a sharp turn? We need to talk about the fastest way to adapt to situations. So let's talk about recovery. The first situation is that you went for an aerial and now you're falling down. What you want to do is get your nose pointed down and hold power slide. This way, right when you hit the wall, you don't instantly stop and you can keep sliding. Then you can hop down and wave dash away. You can practice this pretty easily in free play by flipping around randomly and trying to salvage it at the last moment. The next situation is you get bumped and you are awkwardly flying through the air. Now, because you didn't jump, you still have a flip, so wave dash or half flip out of the bump. Speaking of which, it's a good idea to learn how to direct your half flips using backwards diagonal flips. This way you can aim them exactly where you want instead of the old basic straight backwards half flip your grandpappy was doing in 1920. A big pro tip for both of these situations is to bind air roll and power slide to the same button. This way you can easily recover anytime you land. And it saves space binding two binds to one button. Big brain move, y'all. Now, another gigantic part of playing fast is boost management. I know, it can be tempting to just hold down boost. It's like free pizza just sitting there, waiting for you to just devour it. You have to resist this urge, no matter how delicious and melty that pizza is.
Pizza time.
Here are some quick tips. Tip number 1. Don't boost if you're supersonic. May seem silly, and it kind of is. But once you enter light speed and those cute little trails appear, you don't need to boost anymore, so don't. Tip number 2. Paths. Let me teach you a little something about boost pathing. Look at this map, okay? Every time you want to rotate up or back, you want to be using these white paths here. Oh, the ball switched sides. Transition using the middle yellow pad. Use the black pads to grab big boosts, and there you go, boost pathing. There's almost zero reason why you should not have boost while rotating. A lot of times you are better off grabbing 3 or 4 pads and staying relevant in the play instead of going all the way back for a big boost. Tip number 3, don't stop moving. I see a lot of low rank players that will sit completely still. Even if you're waiting for a play to happen, just do a circle in place. Listen, if you're already moving, you don't need to waste boost speeding up. Basically, at the very least, you should be holding gas. That way, when you do go for a ball, you can get to max speed faster. Tip number 4, save some boost for rotating. I see a lot of low rank players use all of their boost to make a play, and then they're stuck with 0 boost trying to rotate. Amateur move, complete amateur move. Save a little boost to rotate, grab more boost, and get back into the play. I like to mix in free play without unlimited boost to train boost management. You can still use the chase around drill though. So at this point, you've probably noticed that pretty much all of what I've said has nothing to do with actually making plays on the ball. And yeah, that's basically because a lot of what makes a player fast is positioning. It is more about being in the right spot at the right time to make a play, and not so much about making the play fast. So now we're going to talk about how to be in that right spot to take full advantage of the momentum you have. Starting with wide rotations. Wide rotations are really great for a couple of reasons. First off, you're not doing these awkward sharp turns that kill your momentum and force you to waste boost speeding back up. With wide rotations, you can rely on diagonal flips and side flips to slowly curve your direction without wasting boost. Secondly, your teammates know exactly what you're doing when you rotate wide, allowing them to clearly understand the current rotation and have confidence and speed in their plays, allowing the whole team to play faster. Finally, when you rotate wide, you get better angles at the ball, and when you do get into position for that challenge, you will be going faster. So wide rotations are vitally important. As far as positioning goes, I could probably make a whole video on it, maybe even 2 or 3, but just for the sake of this video, you need to be able to read and predict plays before they happen, and then position accordingly. You see your teammate about to 50, get ready to follow it up. You see your teammate about to center the ball, position middle. The opponent is dribbling the ball, position for his flick, etc, etc. All of this will come with time. Just get better at reading what's going to happen. A quick pro tip is to point your nose at the play. If you're already pointed in the right direction, you will be ready to react faster to whatever happens. An easy mechanic that almost any rank can learn is pre-flips. Pre-flips are when you flip and make contact with the ball at the end of your flip. Now obviously they are dynamic, meaning you get better with them as your skills enhance, but even just a lunging front flip can be enough to surprise the opponents and get an easy beat. So just mess around with pre-flips and add them into your repertoire. Now, if you want to get faster when you actually make plays, this is going to require a lot of practice and a lot of mistakes. Basically, you just have to try and make fast plays all the time, even if you can't perform them yet. Yet being the key word in that sentence. You have to be less worried about winning the game you're in and more concerned with winning your actual game, which is getting faster. So what if you accidentally whiffed? You won't do it next time. But if you never jump, you will never learn how. As far as improving the speed with which you perform mechanics, I have a bunch of tutorials on this, like my car control, fast aerial, or even my aerial better video. Watching them will give you great direction and advice, but you still have to walk the path and implement the advice yourself. The final aspect I want to leave y'all with is confidence. You need to have faith in your first instinct and go. If you're constantly second guessing what you should do, you will play too slow. So just go out there, ape around, and have fun. So yeah. That was a lot. If this video helped you out, please do subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you want to hang out with me live, my Twitch is in the description, as well as my other socials. And yeah, I'm out.